The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do? Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Samson Abuka coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Check 50. Check 50.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Maverick. Watch the safety creep. Mike, 55.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
55's mine, guys, 55. I'm coming after you.
Hold on. Check.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Back.
Maverick wall.
Out of the gun, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mixon will try the right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Rosen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Play action. It's Goff. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rosen. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's gone. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
From the 36, Rosen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rosen will throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Samson Abuka able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now it's Rosen looking. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
How you won? That's 6-6. Pull it high.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go.
And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Room to run past midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 65 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Abukum. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
We go tonight. 180.
Check pass. Check pass.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Double time. Double time. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. Scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 39, Goff. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 11 yards there, first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory.